Great video really. So I'm doing these last two coaches, Orient Express ones, which I've shown videos on how to do, but I mean I'm no expert by any means on wiring, but I mean I knew nothing about wiring, how to do anything when I first started, so I just looked on videos on YouTube, picked up tips. I think the most important tip if you're doing any wiring is to be very as organised as possible and have things nicely laid out. Like I'm doing, take all your bits off, have a nice background to put all your stuff on if possible. I've pre-cut all the heat shrink, pre-cut all the capacitors. I'm doing two coaches, so I'm in the process. There's two capacitors I've done, put the heat shrinks on. Get all the wiring ready first and then have enough to do two coaches, which I'm doing. I've got a helping hand here. Some people say these are a waste of time, but I think they're very useful. I've got a solder holder. Some people again say these are a waste of time, but I like them. It keeps the solder exactly where I want it. Soldering station with your wet sponge to take off any excess, which is important. Good lighting. So I'm using a nice LED there. I've got a backup light over there. I've got a light with a magnifying glass there as well, so I've got plenty of light and magnification. The base station for the solderer is, I've got it propped up there nice and high. Sorry that it's not going to be snagged or anything. Everything's nicely laid out, so it's easier. It makes things easier to do. You obviously use these decent quality tools. I mean that's quite an expensive wire cutter, but you get good tools, makes the whole job a lot easier to do. And yeah, also for organisation I use, well these are my work boxes I use, but I put all my soldering bulky items in there, tools and all the smaller items in there. I have another box for materials and stuff, wiring, put all my decoder wiring in there, heat shrink wiring in boxes. I know where it all is, know where all that is, and plus these boxes are very good as well. These handy boxes are all interlink. These are really good. As you can see, you get they're all stackable, and plus I can put all my bits in there. I've got all my couplings, screwdrivers, drill bits, all sorts of spare wheels underneath there. There's decoders and there's other bits and bobs and speakers. It just makes life so much easier if you've got stuff laid out like this. There's another box with other bits, capacitors and all the rest of it, and plus they're all stackable. That's a box for just purely for me decoder testing equipment and all the other bits, tape, masking tape, all sorts of bits and bobs, and they're all laid out. I know where everything is. And for me, I think that's the most number one thing, to have a bit of organisation. So that's it. So I've profiled my new loco, which is just sat there. That's ready to go out now. When this Orient Express train comes in and parks up, this one will be ready to go round and pick up. Yeah, it just works so nice right now. Absolutely no. I know you get a bit of light flickering on coaches in real life, but it was getting ridiculous. It just looks so unrealistic. And now it's just perfect. Yeah, so the other lights I'm going to be fitting, which I'm going to show people, I show detailed things regarding these. The ESU 5709 warm yellow lighting units with the built-in digital decoders and tail lights as well, if you want to fit them. If you don't, you just tie them up or cut them off. And then I've got the battery backup. I've got the dedicated capacitors for these, which I wasn't going to buy, but I thought No, I'll buy the proper ESU ones and see what they're like. And that will be for fitting out the Rheingold coaches, ones with the table lamps there. I'll be putting those, the rest of the lighting in on them, so they should look quite nice. But that's what I'm doing today on a Sunday. I'm gonna have my mince pie and a cup of coffee and then get back to it. But again, when I'm doing wiring, and don't get frustrated with it. I mean, I don't really like wiring, but I'm actually beginning to like it. If you do it in little bits and not try and get frustrated, it does start to become enjoyable. So that's what I'm doing. Right, so I'm just going to do a return run from where this loco is now. It's going to back up. That's going to back up, do one loop around the layout, and it's going to go to the opposite end of where the one that's just come in. It's going to tie up and stop around about here on this platform 1, ready to take out the Orient Express again. And that's a bit of an automated thing they've got running, so it just does its own thing. And obviously they will uncouple as well. They'll auto uncouple on the electric uncoupling ramps, which I just need to fine tune. So, right, so it's just back, so it's just done one loop. I mean, I could have it going back to the coal yard first, but at the moment it's just pulling back into the side and here now. And obviously I would have an extra 2 coaches, which we've left a bit more space for there. And that'll be ready to go out now. I've just set a schedule for it to run out. Looks well, that. I'm well impressed with how that looks. Yeah, so on this French loco with the valves that stick down, which are made out of metal, they do hang out and jut out slightly, so I've had to trim certain parts from the platform so it doesn't catch around the entrance of this platform number 5 and various other areas. As you can see, it goes quite low to the platform.